Tony Farm Guy here with a new mod test for Farming Simulator 22, and this is the Farm Placeables pack. It's for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on PS5 on Rock Crawl for this test of 8 Placeables by Chumpy Farmer, 54.07 megabytes to download. We have 4 in silos and 4 in sheds. And let's have a look at them first all together, and then we'll kind of go through them one at a time. So where do we start? We can start off in the sheds, and we have the first one at $150,000 here. It is just as it is, says it is a shed. I thought it was a bunker silo for chaff at first. No. It is only a shed. It looks very much like a bunker silo. No alternate looks or whatever. It is that green and concrete, kind of odd concrete look there. The next one is 80. So these are 4 to 7 slots, between 4, 5, 4, I think 5 and 7 for this big one here. The next one is a medium covered shed. As you can see here, $80,000. So these aren't cheap by any means. This little guy here is $80,000. Just that little guy. And then we have a vehicle garage, which is a decent size with some doors. We're going to look at $100,000 there. If we go off into silos, then we have, let's scroll over here, this one, $250,000 for this. Bunker plus bulk storage. So we're going to talk about that. That is a $250,000, 8 slots. Oddly enough, this one, concrete bunker, it orients this way. So whereas this one, that also goes in chunks like that. And I don't think it snaps. Yeah, it doesn't snap. This one doesn't look like it snaps, or well, you can place it. No, it doesn't snap together like other bunker silos. This is 13 slots on console, so oddly enough there, that's kind of strange. This one also is, I think it was, yeah, so that's a silage bunker. We have a slurry pit, $150,000, contains 2,500 liters of product, slurry only. Orients like this, we've tested it out as well. And then finally, the manure pit. You have to have it close to you can't put it down. It needs a cow or pig pen or something that produces manure. So we have a cow pen here, base game. That is $50,000. I forget what the slots count. It's going to be around that 7 to 12-ish slots. Right. So again, yes, this is not a bunker silo. This is a shed. No lights that I can find. It is just plainly a shed, and I threw some chaff in here to see what it would do, and there's quite a bit of a bleeding out the sides and ends, but it is not a bunker silo. It is quite simply just really a shed. Interesting concrete. Looks like someone had a little trouble with that concrete or whatever it is. It's in pretty poor shape, but interesting. It makes it look interesting. This one, again, no lights. It's just pretty much a shed. This is a teeny tiny shed, the same style. It's little baby brother of the big one over there. No lights in there either. Coming into here, we have lights. I think they're automatic, or they're always on. Oh, wait a minute. Open gate. Oh, that's a door, side door. We have a couple of side doors that slide open here. This one opens like thus. Interesting that we have the couple of closed, so they're two-sided. So it would have been nice if it was a bigger door, but anyways, yeah, no light switch in here. It looks like the lights are always on. That's going to be hard on the electric bill. But at least you have light in there, and yeah, we don't really actually play electricity in this game, at least not for lighting in sheds. Next one here is a curious one, because this, as you can see, already pops up chaff level. I do believe it says it holds about 1 million liters of chaff. But this side is not a silage bunker, nor is this side. So we have a couple of storage areas and a silage bunker. No lighting. And the silage bunker, actual silage bunker here, I threw some chaff in, just the tiniest bit of bleedage over here, and I backed up right to it. The other one, no bleeding through the walls that I could see, and I piled it pretty close to the side, so that's pretty good. Now, on to the slurry, and we have 246,629 liters in there right now. Trigger is, let's go over here. Yes, we were here. Trigger is here, so it is slurry only, just slurry. If we get into this one's empty. And if we come up to here, you have to get right underneath that. Like, if you're just a little bit to the side, let's see if we can jump up here. Yes, this pipe has to be right directly over top of the tank for it to acknowledge that you have some in there. Fill rate is okay. Nothing fantastic. But it will fill it in a regular manner. Putting in is also a little bit, the trigger is a bit small, if you want to say that. You really have to get up kind of right close to empty in, and there you go. So depending on the tanker you're using, the trigger spots are going to be a little different. You might have to fool around with, excuse me, see this one, the fill trigger is kind of like in the middle, but the discharge trigger is at the back. And yes, so sometimes you're going to have to play around with moving it around the tanker in different spots to try and find that trigger spot, because the there we go. So that's the empty. We had some in there, but to fill it, it won't fill there. I have to kind of get right underneath it, right there, and it'll fill. So just a side note, also the animation, I do believe it does fill. When you add, it will show it filling up. So right now we have some in there, so that's kind of cool. If we put another one down, come on, silos, there we go. If we put another one down, it'll it's empty, right? So we have some in there, it shows there's some in there, so that's pretty neat. Right, and last but not least is the manure bunker, and I've run it for a month here to make sure it collects manure, and yes it does. It'll collect it in this area and this area over here, so you can either manually shovel it out of there. Kind of an interesting spot. Manure heap will hold 5 million liters of capacity, and we said the large slurry pit was 2.5 million liters. So this will hold quite a lot. 5 million liters is a lot of manure. So you could probably have a couple of barns, have it in between couple of barns to collect manure. And of course, let's see, let's make sure we have that. Let's test that manure trigger to make sure it works, and that will wrap up this test for the Farm Placeables pack. Let's go over there and make sure that manure loads up through that load trigger there, and then we'll be done. A nice little pack, interesting. It's a little different than yeah, there we go. So no problems there, and that's there we go, nice end shot. The Farm Placeables pack by Chumpy Farmer, 54.07 megabytes to download for all platforms. Thank you for watching. I'm Lily Farm Guy, and remember, it's only a game, so till next time, bye for now.